Students. Today we are going to do a topic that is Unit 2 Menu Planning, and the name of the topic is Mobile Catering. My name is Shafiq Asim. Name of the program is BSc Hotel Management, and for BHM Hotel Management the course name is Food Production Operations, and it is a fourth semester course, and the course code is BSCH 2005. Objective. So objective of doing this session is to able to plan various menus to be served in mobile catering. Second is to be able to analyze various aspects of setup of mobile catering. Third is to be able to learn various types of mobile catering. Fourth is the proper functioning of mobile catering. Introduction to mobile catering. What is mobile catering basically? A mobile caterer serves food directly from a vehicle or cart that is designed for the purpose. Mobile catering is common at outdoor events such as concerts, workplace, and downtown business districts. A food cart is a motorless trailer hauled by automobile bicycles or hand, and that can be the point of sale. Often a public sidewalk or park carts typically have an on-board heating and on refrigeration system to keep the food ready for consumption. Mobile catering is also that it covers like other caterings like railway catering, airlines catering, cruise catering, etc. that we will discuss in the coming slides. Mobile catering. Food and beverage often served from carts include hot dog and other sausages in the United States, very famous hot dogs and sausages and burgers and all those fast foods are being served from the cart. Tacos, burritos and Mexican style, chimichanga, nachos and all those things are also being served from the taco trucks. Halal food such as the lamb or chicken over rice or biryani, gyro, other things are being served. Ice creams and other frozen treats. Desserts are being also served. Coffee, bagels, donuts, egg sandwich, etc. In India, we can see dosa, idli, momos, chole bhature, etc. are being served from the mobile catering carts. What are the types of vehicle that comes under mobile catering? So the first one that we can see is a street cart, or a food cart is a motorless trailer that often uses a hand, bicycle or automobile that can be seen on public sidewalks and parks. Carts have an onboard heating device or a refrigerator for keeping the food ready for consumption. Beverages and foods include taco, hot dogs, sausages, Mexican food such as burritos, frozen treats like ice cream, donuts, sandwiches and bagels. All those things can be served. Food trucks, a bigger version is a food truck. The truck carries stocks of prepared food that enables the vendor to sell large volume of food. Examples are ice cream vans, and in India you must have seen dosa counters, idli, dosa, vada. South Indians are very famous. Apart from that, chow mein, momos, the northeastern food is being served nowadays in very many places in the food trucks. And of course, apart from that, they are also serving burgers and other Mexican items like chimichanga, nachos, burritos, all those. So varied options can be seen in the food trucks nowadays. Then we have mobile kitchens. It's a large modified van with built-in cooking systems, equipment such as grill, deep fat fryer, so a lot of hot options. It's almost like a small kitchen with all the options that is there. The vendor can prepare food inside the van. Examples of fish and chips, taco trucks in the United States. In the UK, you can see fish and chips, deep fat fryers, and here a lot of things can be seen. Concession trailer. Like a mobile kitchen, it has equipments for preparation, but it cannot move on its own. So a trailer is suited for lasting events such as fun fairs, so there it can be used. So it requires something to move it along, right? It cannot move, it doesn't have a motor or something. So it's just like a mobile kitchen, and it needs to be pulled and placed at a particular place. Mobile catering services can also be used to feed people in areas of natural disasters and in places where the infrastructure is destroyed. Requirements for mobile catering vehicles. So nowadays a lot of requirements, a lot of people are having this and its demand the mobile catering. It's very easy to function and we can locate it in different places where people are there. So it's nowadays the trend is there, a lot of people are going for mobile catering vehicles, and the initial investment cost is less compared to the land if you purchase or you take out for rent. It's more compared to mobile catering vans. So people are going and opting more for the mobile catering vehicles. The first one that we can see is what are the requirement? We should have a commissary. So for all the all the raw materials basically comes daily supplies, and it's cleaned there, like vegetables etc. are doing. It comes and it is cleaned, and generally post COVID also a lot of factors are there, a lot of emphasis is there on the hygiene factors. So commissary basically is a receiving area where the food comes and it is cleaned and we can do various mise en place, chopping, cutting, and there should also be a storage facility in a commissary, and sanitizing equipment should be there. Disposable waste and washing of this and storage of vehicles facility must be inspected by health authorities. So in India we have FSSAI that keeps a track of the hygiene, so that certification is required if we are going for this mobile catering carts. Construction vehicle must be commercial type with enclosed smooth cleanable floors. So no carpet should be there. Proper temperature of equipment must be as per the sanitation laws, and liquid waste must be collected. So there should be different garbage disposable bags should be there where we have to keep the waste products. It should not be, it should be like wet and dry waste should be segregated and separately. It should be kept with color codings, and all the firm name, address and contact number must be on both the sides of the vehicles. Empty vehicles are not permitted. Health code: food cannot be sold from a mobile catering vehicle. Cleaning and good repair of the interior and exterior part of the vehicle. Food containers must be stored properly. Proper temperature maintenance and permits are required. So what are the equipment that is required for mobile catering? So it's almost like the a kitchen, five-star kitchen, that the equipments are there. Almost same equipments are required. So we require like idli cookers, rice cookers, steamers, multi-purpose rice kettles, dosa plates, masala trolleys, display counters, deep freezers, salad bars, roti counter should be there, Bameri, salamander, deep fat fryers, gas ranges, charcoal tandoor, small we can keep outside the van also, it can be kept. Oven, small oven, vegetable cutting machines should be there, food processors that we call, coconut scrapers, of course, for making of chutneys and other ingredients, another purpose we can use the grinders, floor kneading machines, potato peelers, halwa machines, and oil shaking machines, and different types of light equipments like kettles and spatulas and spoons and ladles, and all those things are also required. So more or less it's a small kitchen with all the fully equipped with heavy and light equipments as well. Depends on what type of food we are serving also. That will, it will depend, the equipments will depend more or less on the food we are serving. So if you are serving sandwiches, then it has to be a salamander has to be there, a toaster has to be there, a grill has to be there, depends. If it's a South Indian masala dosa, then there has to be a hot plate has to be there, and a dough kneading machine, and then the grater, coconut grater. So depends on the menu basically. The equipments will vary according to the menu that is being served. So apart from that, we have other branches of mobile catering like airline catering, cruise catering, railway catering, automobile catering. Airline catering, we have an airline meal. So airline is also a moving mode, and where the airline, the flight is moving and the food is being served. So it is a type of airline catering, and it's a mobile catering. An airline meal or in-flight meal is a meal served to passengers on board commercial airlines. These meals are prepared by airline catering services, not by chefs basically, and it is prepared somewhere else in uh, in the outlets, and it is then transported to the units where it is being reshopped, reheated, and then being served. These meals are very widely in quality and quantity across different airline companies and classes of travel. They range from a simple beverage in short haul economy class to a 7 course gourmet meal in long haul first class. So, lavish buffet as well as a simple buffet can be served, depends on the what type of class, the it's economy class or the first class the passenger is traveling. The type of food varies depending upon the airline company and the class of travel. Meals may be served as one tray or in multiple courses with no tray or with a tablecloth, metal cutlery and glassware. So it's almost like a a good restaurant or a star hotel where the food is being served very hygienically. It is being served. The airline dinner typically includes meat, so there can be a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian meals can be there. Bread rolls, desserts, it's a full course menu. Like it will be starter or a soup is there, then the main course with accompaniments, and then it finishes with the desserts and all types of beverages also you can have along with that. Airline caterers usually produce alternative meals for passengers with restrictive diet as well, right? These meals must usually be ordered in advance. So when you're booking the flight tickets, there is option like if you want a diet food, or you want a normal food, you want a non-vegetarian, you want a vegetarian, you want a French, Italian. So different types of food is available, and it has to be mentioned beforehand. Infant and baby meals are also available. Some airlines also have offer children meals containing food that children will enjoy, such as baked beans, mini hamburgers, and hot dogs. Medical diets are also available, including long, high fiber, low fat, cholesterol, diabetic, peanut free, non lactose, low salt, sodium, low purine, low calorie, low protein. So different types of uh, food can be there. Then there can be a religious diets including kosher, halal, Hindu, Buddhist, Jain. So all types of meals are available. Vegetarian and vegan meal is also available. Some airlines do not offer a specific meal for vegetarian. Instead, they give a vegan meal that doesn't. Vegan meal is a meal that doesn't even have a butter. Any of the animal fat product will not be there. Then we have a railway catering. As the rail is the main transport to travel from one place to another and very convenient transport, the catering facility is provided by the rail staff, and the food is prepared at the railway station kitchen. There is a coach in the rail in which the food and beverage is stored and served time to time. The catering facilities are provided in the limited rails which run on long routes such as Rajdhani, the Palace, and the Duranto Express, Shatabdi, etc. There are some points to be kept in mind for railway catering. The cost of food sometimes includes in the rail ticket, or it is payable separate both. Normally, a simple menu is planned, which includes dal, vegetable rice, curd, chapatis, and salad. There is also a preference of vegetarian and non-vegetarian as well. Mostly table di hot menu, that is a fixed menu. So we don't have much choice in the menu. There is a fixed menu that is being served. Food is cooked and packed at the kitchen. So it's like a central kitchen is there where the food is prepared and packed, and then it is transported to the particular pantry cart, and then it is being served to the tourists or the guests. Light equipments are used, and usually disposable items are used and placed in the pantry. Then we have the sea catering or the cruise liners. The catering in sea catering or the cruise line caterings plays a vital role in the modern era. The catering provides food and beverage services to the people. The people organize parties at their home, offices, or nearby banquet. The sea catering is a luxury service which facilitates the person and provides comfort to that extent level. who are traveling for business purpose or vacations from one country to another, they choose this kind of transport facilities. There are two types of sea transport which provides the catering facilities. The cruise liner, the first and the foremost is the cruise liner. That is a package. You can get the cruise line trips are sold as a package, includes food, accommodations, and many other facilities. However, liquor and tobacco are paid individually. That is charged separately. That is not with the package. Most of the cruise liners have their pastry shops, dining halls, bars, etc. Hence, the menus are best and they differ in the to suit international tourists. Very high class food and service is being done. Cruise line, the food is available throughout. It's a buffet menu and it's a la carte menu as well. Right? So both the types of foods are being served. And breakfast, right from the breakfast, there is a buffet system or a la carte. And in the midnight, that is we call it a supper or midnight buffet. There is totally a buffet. And in the lunch and dinner, there is a la carte service. So a lot of food, a lot of variety, different varieties of food can be seen, right from the seafood till the exotic steaks and other things are being served, a variety of desserts. Then we have sea catering that also includes cargo vessels, are the merchant ships which carry food. Cargo vessels are merchant ships. Also, there is a lot of food that is being served to the crew personals who are working in the cargo vessels. There are no guests as such. So the food number of staff is usually limited. We know how many meals to be made and who will. And generally, there is a cyclic menu like industrial catering, and a la carte menu is not there. Generally, buffet is there, right? Hours of operations are pre-decided. Cost of food should be within budget figure, not very lavish food, but minimum food and hygienic food and well balanced diet is being given. Healthy and wholesome meal is provided. So that was some questions for practice. What are the list the various types of mobile catering? Second, elaborate points to be considered for the functioning of the mobile catering. Third, list various types of equipment to be used for mobile catering. Fourth, explain various challenges for mobile catering. And the reference books that was referred for making the notes are Quantity Food Production Operations and Indian Cuisine by Parminder S. Bali, Chef. The Practical Cookery by Thangam E. Philip.